Good morning, Gen X Rant Nation. It's your host, David. I'm here with you again. It's Monday. It's Thanksgiving Monday, actually. Happy Thanksgiving to all my Canadian fans. Boom, 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 boom. Actually, the stats seem to say mostly Americans watch this, so I guess your Thanksgiving isn't for another month, but that's okay. Happy Thanksgiving, anyways. Hey, today I'm talking, as you can see below, gaming rants, gaming rants, gaming rants. It seems to be what's popular, and it seems to be what the YouTube algorithms like, because a lot of my other videos don't get traction. But whatever, you got to do what you got to do to get the old rhythms flowing. I just want to talk a little bit about, I don't know, Xbox, because it's quite a conundrum. And that conundrum is there was something that was out yesterday, I noticed, but it's kind of caught traction today. Is the US, at least stores in the US, like Sam's Club, Costco, Walmart, even pull an Xbox right off the shelf in the United States of America? Well, seems to be somewhat true depending on where you live. But the real question is, because I'm Canadian, and I'm sure some of the world is interested, what about Canada? What's going on in Canada? Is it being pulled off the shelves? Are we looking at a crisis here? Is there something going on that people should be aware of? I can tell you this, that I know Microsoft made a statement that, it's still in partnership, at least in the United States, with Walmart and Sam's Club as retailers. But I have kind of scoured the old internet, and I can't find any official things to say about Canada, probably because it's a much smaller market. But hey, we still matter, don't we? We matter. So let's go over let's just go online at least and see what we can peek at when it comes to what's going on with the Xbox here in Canada, the land of the home and the free and that's the United States. So we'll just start directly on Xbox Canada, because this will be default. That's my little icon up there. So it is my ID. And can you still buy their that's kind of cool. Can you buy the Xbox hardware, at least, still on their website? And the answer so far is yes. Can you get the carbon black? Yes. Look at those ridiculous Canadian prices. $730 for 1 terabyte, $680 for the non-disc. So just to highlight, I paid, when Xbox first came out in Canada, I can't remember the date. It was just before COVID, so it's been out for a while, at least 2020 something. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat below, but it was 600 Canadian, and depending on the model, 650, and the S was about 380-ish, 350, depending on where you bought it. You could get a sale. And then they started releasing these different versions of it, which I don't really care about. I've never really cared about the different versions. So you can get 880 for the 2 terabyte. Now, admittedly, their expansion has always been expensive. So the 1 terabyte was always running me about like 150 or something crazy. Their high-speed expansion cards, which is annoying, because PlayStation, another reason to go to PlayStation is that was a big reason, because you could drop, and the technology's come really far when it comes to those high speed SD cards, or sorry, the MV.2 cards. My apologies. And those things are like dirt cheap now for the speeds that you need for PlayStation and Xbox. And the technology caught up. I mean, admittedly, they came out with it kind of not first, but they kind of standardized it. I didn't even hear about it till I heard about it on Xbox. So let's see all the options. Right? You got your boxed, your refurbished, your controllers. Yeah, these storage expansion cards. Let's see how much they cost now. I'm sure they've gone up. Yeah, you can't even find them. We're sorry, the page can't be found. So that tells you something. You can't find the expansion cards, at least. So the website, and I imagine till they're out of stock, will always be selling at least their hardware, gaming software in general. Let's see if they can buy the Elite controller. Of course, so the Elite's available, right? This keeps going back to a default page. These don't work. Can I get the wireless headset? I gotta say the wireless headset was pretty good, but I don't really use it all. More. Yeah, you can buy that. Whoa, it's gone up too. So I bought mine for 110, I think, when it first came out, Canadian, and now it's 160. So at the very least, prices have gone up. But that's not really the question. The question is internally, they're still selling it in Canada, but are the retailers still selling this product? Let's check it out. So we're going to go to Costco. I do not shop at Costco. I don't have a membership, but it's irrelevant. So let's check PlayStation. Let's just compare PlayStation. Everything's there, right? Everything's available. Lots of stock, lots of stuff to sell. Consoles, control or remotes, games, console. Look at all that. Holy smokes, the Pro is expensive. All right, now Xbox. Get ready, boys and girls. Here's the truth. You've got the cards or the gift cards, Game Pass, which I guess you can still buy, but it doesn't state a price, and nothing. So, truth be told, in Costco Canada, they do not have any hardware but the Xbox wireless gaming headset, and it's only available online. All right, let's check Nintendo. Remember, folks, this is Costco Canada online. Now, I don't know, you might have a different experience in store, but I imagine they're just getting rid of stuff. Oh, look at all that. Look at that. Nintendo, you got your Switch 2s, you got your nunchucks, you got your Joy-Con, sorry, you got your camera, you got your everything. Holy smokes, lots of stuff there. So, Costco, do they carry Xbox? No, at least not online. EB Games, this is where I first started noticing there's something going on here, folks. There's something odd going on. EB Games, and you might have seen this in other videos that I've shot, did not carry hardware, at least in any sort of display anymore. You had to kind of search even for their used games. New games, no. Display for PlayStation 5, PlayStation, yes. Nintendo, all over the place. They're Nintendo crazy. But Xbox was like the, forgive me for certain, it's the redheaded stepchild stuck in a corner. Now let's check them. Look at that. You can see right away they got Nintendo. Oh, Xbox Series X. Let's click there. Wow, taking a while to load, ain't it? Like it doesn't want to show me. Come on. Okay, we'll just shortcut it. There, okay, yeah. They are selling the Series S consoles. I don't see any X consoles. Oh, here we go. Now load it. They've got some games. They have some third-party peripherals, not many. But do you see any Xbox Series X consoles? Look, it's on that, but I see nothing. Let's try and be more specific. We're going to be more specific, folks, just to be fair. I see. Oh, there. Okay. PlayStation 5, PlayStation 5. We've got the old X series. Oh, there we go. So we got one here. No, that's an S. Got tricked. Okay, we got the X digital bundle. Unavailable for delivery. It's still sold in stores, but you'd have to check stores. I imagine. So this is not available online for delivery. Let's go to the PlayStation. Unavailable for home delivery. Okay, so fair enough. I guess online, I guess if you search stores, but I personally in the Calgary area in Alberta, Canada, do not see display cases, and I see a few used, but I don't see there's any effort to sell Xbox. Let's go to the big mahogany here. This is Walmart Canada's website. They do sell the Series S. Pick it up. You got Game Pass Ultimate, which is 7. Let's do some quick math here, boys and girls. they adjusted their prices. So $68.98 divided by 3 is $23. See that? 200 bought in the past month. This is 3 months for Game Pass. I'm going to go to Walmart and see if I can pick this up because you save. What? We just discovered something here. I think this could be a mistake, but I'll confirm this. I'll physically go, and next time I do a game rant, we're going to talk about that. So they do have the Series X. I don't see it saying used. All right. They have the old school, which I love this model. Probably in their refurbished. Yeah, they've got the S. So I see quite a bit of stock. Now, I will take a physical look in my local Walmart and also see if they have these Game Pass cards and what kind of display they have for at least. But online, we got lots and lots of stuff. So it falls. Rumor falls at least here. Now, Costco, true. EB Games, false. Walmart, false. Staples, false. We have at least the S console. Yep, they've got digital S. Wow, that's expensive. $530 for a digital S? That thing's so old. Oh, Series X. Not bad price. $680. They got some of these aren't available. They're sold out. But so Staples, Canada, false. Best Buy. Lots of stuff for sale. Oh, look at that pretty black one. Refurbished. Xbox Series X. That's a nice one. $570. Not bad. Good sale. So I see stuff in stock. Let me just sold out at least. Sold out a lot, but available. So, whoa, refurbished. No, this one's available. So, Best Buy Canada, false. I looked through their X account, at least Microsoft. I looked through Xbox, no comment on it. But this story, at least is true. So going on WindowsCentral.com, this is US commenting. No, Target and Walmart are not removing Xbox products from their stores as Xbox misinformation reaches new levels. One thing after another, Microsoft is forced to respond time and time again to ongoing rumors that it's leaving. Now, do I believe Xbox will release another console? I'm 50-50. I don't believe so. Actually, I take it back. I'm 51% no, 49% yes at this point in my life. I am an Xbox fan. I would like them to make another console, but after this mess that's been created, especially with Game Pass, I'm not so sure. I don't want to switch over to PS5. Hey, comment down below. Why should I be a PS5? Why should I be a PlayStation fan? Why should I jump ship? Give me some reasons. Xbox fans, why should I stay? So this goes on to say the new Xbox rumor started this weekend. So yeah, I heard it this weekend that part of things were closing down, blah, blah, blah. Costco recently reduced its Xbox offering. That's true. We did see that. I don't know about Sam's Club. We don't have Sam's Club in Canada. From the post spawned on stores, the Redditors began. So I would call this in general half true, half false. And I think it depends on where you're at, what state or province you're in. And, it's supply and demand. And admittedly, Xbox is not selling well. And it probably will not sell well, especially when you jack the prices up every twice a year, Xbox. I don't know what strategy. This is what I would call a deliberate sabotage strategy. I used to work in the financial industry and I saw sort of patterns where, something was going on and you get a kind of an inkling in the back of your head that something is very suspicious about how I think Microsoft is dealing with this. Sorry about that. How Microsoft has been dealing with this and how Xbox has been handling this and what's going on. I think, and this is speculation, this is not even a rumor, this is an IMO in Dave's opinion. I believe Xbox wants to stay in the gaming space, but Microsoft doesn't. I believe that it's a loss revenue for the hardware consoles, and they would like to get out of it and become Steam and basically provide Steam, but with a battle pass it basically you got to pay every month. So with the Game Pass, so they want to be the Steam but Game Pass. So Steam doesn't have like a Game Pass, but you can buy anything digitally from them. You get good sales. You technically own it, but Microsoft wants to get away from that, and they want to offer you they want to be the Netflix of gaming, and they're not going to be able to. I guarantee it. Not at that price, because when you're charging more than Netflix and every other service out there, it ain't going to work, and it's going to lose your money because people will not want to buy games. They're just going to want to sort of rent through them or cycle through them. Now, if they began to develop a method where you can get any game, like 4 games a month at this price, and then you could choose to own at a discount, that might be something. And I think there's been attempts to try stuff like that. But I don't know what they're doing. I don't think this will be successful. I am an Xbox fan, or at least I was. But Xbox, you're doing some crazy things. However, addressing that is Xbox being removed from Canadian, at least digital online stores, or I'll go check out a few stores physically in my area. That is a false rumor, at least as today, October 13, 2025. Could it change? Absolutely. Who knows what the market will? It's about supply and demand, people. I mean, if it's not selling, it's not selling. So we'll see what happens. All right, you guys take care. Love you all. Peace. I just literally finished when you start.